Hello, how you guys doing? Yeah, I decided to do a little stream. I got some ace tankers today. One of them's not something I normally show, but I mean, I do believe it's part of the game, so you'll see. All right, so I found out some issues with my internet, and I kind of got some of them fixed, but some of them are not fixed, which is kind of odd. But all right. Let me go ahead and start up my first video. So the first video we're going to go ahead and look at is a kind of hilarious ace tanker. So let me go ahead and start it up. And open up World of Tanks. Alright, this should be picking up World of Tanks. That is very weird that it's not picking up World of Tanks. What is going on here? There we go. Wow. Okay, whatever. So, so as you guys might have guessed, pretty horrible game. I mean, as far as matchmaker goes, but I mean, if you're an arty, I mean, I guess you're safe, as long as there's not like a wheelie. So yeah, me and my buddy here, Tank, playing. Go ahead and fix that. There we go. So I got my mark on this, which is kind of horrible if you think about it. And of course, if you're going to run arty, you don't really need tracking stuff and med kits. You see, I'm just kind of messing around. You don't really need tracking stuff and med kits, but I do have them on here, and you're going to see why why I actually have them, because you just never know, you know? I know a lot of people that refuse to fix anything. You know, they just refuse to fix anything. Alright, so so I'm using premium shells because I'm actually trying to get a I'll tell you guys, but it's actually a mission. So I see that there's quite some armor, and I know that when I run my mouse, I use Spaliner, so I'm pretty sure he's probably running it too, just because it sucks to get your crew constantly stunned and killed and have to pay for it. So that does help the stunning. So yeah, this is actually probably one of the guys. I think he has a position of advantage on our heavies, so nobody's really shooting at him. So I just want to wait, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to hit or not, and I go, okay. Now, I hit pretty damn close to where it was, but as you've seen, it was not very good. Now, I just heard Artie fire and hit next to me. If you guys have, was it 7.1 surround sound, you guys probably would have heard that it hit behind me. Alright, streams.
Critical hit.
Yeah, this is quite a boring game. Just gonna go ahead and tell you guys. It's a lot of clicking. You technically have some chips ready. Now, I don't normally play this position, but I don't know in any better place besides going far left, which left always seems to get overrun at some point. At least when I'm doing this, and I never get arty on the other side, or at least I haven't. I don't play arty enough to really do it, but if you want to get the 279, you know, you gotta, you know, sorry, the 279, wow. The 279E, the 279E, you gotta do it. So watch this. I thought this was kind of crazy. I'm like, not too bad. 380. Doing 380 every what 20 something seconds. So this is actually why I'm not all the way left. Is that one, I would have got spotted, and then two, even though I have binocs going, it's not really going to make a difference. So I realize that there's no way I'm going to be able to hit this guy here, and I'm going to go ahead and just move a little bit back. One of the things is he doesn't really know what's over here, you know, and there are tanks that have not been spotted. The turtle hasn't been spotted, but so I actually want to get all the way over where the FV3805 is, but I decide, I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do that. Feel free to comment, you guys. I see that there's 3 people watching. So right about here, I start thinking, you know, I don't have enough time to get all the way back if I want to actually keep this 3-3. So I'm going to go ahead and say that there's no way I could have done this if tanks wasn't over on this left, the right side of the map, keeping those guys where they are. So this is actually why I was in the other spot, because you get a much better shot down this alleyway, and as you can see, I'm kind of limited on where I can shoot. Yeah, I'm glad that that round kind of drifted to the right. Really hit that guy. So I'm not a big RD player. I really am not. But I mean, hey, you know, it looks, somebody put F this game. And this guy's toast. The mouse is coming in, and I want to get that 57, you know, where he's reloaded. But as you guys will see here. Now, I know you can use G key, but I don't like doing G key. It gives me a false sense that I'm going to hit something. And so I like doing it this way, just because I can see. Got double stuns there. So I can actually call it good as is, like right now. Like, you know, I could go, oh, this is, you know. Yeah. So this is going to be an ace taker game, by the way, and then I have another one in the new tank they just released, re-released, I should say. Really want to save this guy, but nothing I could do. So right about here, I mean 4-7, it starts getting pretty horrible, you know, and I want to help. My friend on the other side of the map. The problem is those tanks are so teeny and they're so far away. I mean, it's not crazy far away, but it's very hard to hit them. And so I see that there is a UDES in town. Whoa, that was weird. I accidentally clicked on something. Got a nice shot. I was actually thinking I probably would get spotted But thank God I was accidentally using bush mechanics. I must just be subconsciously thinking about that. So this guy is the only thing keeping us down. The UDES does not seem like he's really doing much. And this, so for this mission, I need 3 kills. You guys can see the check marks on top here. And so this is what actually needs to happen. So I've got the 140 stun, but now I need to get the 3 kills. So I'm not really thinking that's what's going to happen here. I'm trying to help my friend, but it looks like I actually ended up stunning him more than I did the other guy, which caused him to just get screwed. But he would have been shot anyway, but tried my best to try and kill this guy. And so now it's going to come down to this. It's actually a really good place, I think, for an arty, if you can actually get into this position, because it's actually kind of hard to get to this position. I personally think. Some of these are ridiculous shots. I don't think that the M4043 is OP. I do have enhanced gun laying drive, bounty enhanced gun laying drive actually. So this is where things start getting real interesting. The T-34-2 here is just doing a crazy job of assisting here. Now, I know I can stun the guy and maybe get a track here, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I end up hitting the building and getting a reset. Which is kind of crazy if you think about that. He's still stunned. So I'm at like 3,200 damage, it looks like right now. I also got, binocs up, so I'm not actually sure it really helps you when you're using arty, but So this guy should be a really easy kill for me, and I'm sitting there thinking, alright, I'm finally going to be able to maybe get this mission done. And right when I clicked, the other guy fired, so I was like, damn it. But this is only mission 2 I'm trying to get, and I mean, considering the difficulty level of it, I'm kind of like, like, whoa, He's so close there. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. So I definitely want to kill these guys, and so I see this guy going for this building, and I'm like, dang, if only I had a little bit longer or quicker aiming. And there's our last guy. We got 1 TVP left, so tempted to fire, but I know that I need to make this kill shot. It has to be a kill shot. The way he looked at me made me think that I was detected. So I guessed right. I don't have Sixth Sense on this. So I go into this bush like I'm acting like I'm gonna get detected, but then I move because I know I know they're gonna do. So I've seen a guy do this before, but I didn't realize that I would actually die if I sat here. So I'm also thinking I'm probably gonna get hit by that gun. This guy seemed like he wanted to move, so I was like, I better let him. I want the mission, but I'd rather win. And so I'm like, if I could take out the arties, then I'm fine. You know? So all these, I'm just a little bit too far to the left, unfortunately. And he's just sitting there. And here it comes. You can actually see there that I screwed it up by shaking. Crazy, huh? Like down to the wire. Now, I didn't know this, but you only need for this mission, all I need is to kill him. I don't even have to survive. You don't have to survive. So I gotta make sure this counts. It needs to go in, it needs to wait. Need to make sure it hits him, and boom, I get that shot. So I call that a victory.
Target acquired.
I was really hoping to clap him, but you know, hey, what can you do? Okay, so let me bring this up here. And we can look at the screenshot. Okay. Alright, so you can see 2100 stun, which is kind of rare for me anyway. 39, and then you can see here, Tank's not really having the best game, but if he wasn't over there, there's no way they would have just, you know, came from both sides and killed us. So I mean, I don't think I could have done it if somebody hadn't sat over there. This TVP, you know, like I said, this was really more about getting that mission. It's really about getting the mission, which I do have. I'm actually going to. I think I have screenshots of it. Let me just double check to make sure so you guys can see it. Okay. All right. So this was the mission. This is not the mission. Hold on. It shows the yeah, there it is. Sorry. Here's the mission. I'll see you. Yeah. Anyway, so with excellence, the T-55 SPG-2. I was stuck on this mission. It would not work for me. I don't know why it was bugging, and I finally got it. Anyway, so let me go ahead and bring up World of Tanks again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start up this next game for you guys. Just give me 1 sec. I also need to go to this is my second ace tanker of the day, and I did them in the order in which I got them. So let me go ahead and just close that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take so you guys probably know, if you guys have ever watched my streams, you guys probably know that I'm not a real big fan of Artie. You know, I'm not a real big fan of Artie. I'm definitely not a big fan of Artie, and I don't like playing it, but I do want to get the 279. So yeah, so if I don't, it kind of sucks. So I just got this. I really enjoy it. I was having some really good games in it. I have super uni stats in this tank right now, but I had like 5 rough games before this one, and I actually don't understand why I was having such bad games. I just was having really weird stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't able to hit people, getting random lag, sudden lag, just horrible. You know, just you name it. Just everything going wrong. Hitting a corner and seeing 4 tanks, you know, and killing one of them, but you know, getting wrecked. Stuff like that is not, you know, very happy for me. It's not very good times. It's not very good times for me. So yeah, this isn't my normal route, by the way. It's not my normal route. It's not my normal route. No comments yet. Okay, so in this sort of situation, this guy knows what he's doing. He's not popping over. There's a 48 sitting there, which kind of sucks because if he would have actually went to the other place, a lot of 48 patents, and I mean I hate to say this, they will actually sit there and try to steal the assistance damage that you get because they have such a crazy view range. So it almost defeats the whole point of being a light tank when you have somebody do that, because he doesn't even have to look over. He just gets automatic assistance. It's like a free point system, and it kind of sucks if you ask me. So right here I was getting some really odd lag. Seriously, like when I was looking around, if you look at how I'm like maneuvering and stuff, I'm trying to figure out why I'm lagging. And I'm going to tell you that when I was shooting this guy, none of these rounds went near him. So it's not like these are ghost shells. It literally was just bad. And anyway, so I'm like sitting there. I'm actually kind of upset because I'm sitting there thinking I had 2 perfect shots I could have gotten. And this is a very dangerous place right here. And I'm going, my gun is not Stalin-y right now. It's just not being very Stalin-like. And I'm like right there. So that's my 4th shot that I've fired and just literally have hit nothing. So I'm kind of upset, honestly. And you'll actually see that it starts affecting my gameplay here. But I'm like, you know, maybe I can get a shot on this guy. And of course, he's way too fast. So I'm very frustrated. I get detected. And I'm thinking I'm gonna get hit by Artie any second now. not kidding you. So I come up over here, just chilling. I can see that I had green on him for a sec, but that was it. And I'm like, this game's not going very well. And then I get an auto lock shot to try and help me because I'm just too rattled. And so I know he's gonna have to cross here to go up on the hill. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-lead him. I get a very Stalin round right there. That was a very Stalin-y round. Yeah. So that's pretty much going to be the end of me missing, I'm thinking. I figure I have some hit points to spend, but this is a tier 10 game. So I'm kind of hesitant to just go YOLO in there, especially when a Yag Tiger's just sitting there. And then there's an E3 up there. So I'm thinking I just want to get some eyes. I do know that this place right here, you can use the bushes here sometimes, but I always forget to knock this tree down. If you don't knock down this little tree, you'll get detected. So as soon as I seen tier 10s, as soon as I seen that guy actually looking at me, I know he has a really fast reload. I just want to get out of here. It's kind of funny because I didn't really notice that there is a couple really nasty tanks in this game. I mean, the WZ-111 is no joke. You know, I do think that I personally think that I think that they need to bring the standard pin up. You know, standard pin, just up a bit on a lot of the heavies, and I think it's kind of unfair. Because I really love the 277, but it feels to me like it only has about 250 pin, in my opinion. So getting spotted here, just like I told you, that guy's got to make that cross. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait. I want to make sure I get, 10 seconds away. I'm going to go ahead and say that I actually glanced here and I was thinking I could probably get shots on this tier 10, and that's the guy I want to hit because it's more XP. And you can just see that just things aren't cooperating with me, and I was like, you know what, I should have just go for the lowest health target. And as you can see, I'm kind of getting trolled by my movements. If you guys check them out, I'm just getting trolled. It's because I'm lagging, and of course this guy does have me spotted. And I'm just like, I'm really kind of like I said, this is the kind of stuff I have all the time, where on my screen I'm aiming right where I'm supposed to, and I'm not. And on this one I'm just not hitting nothing. It's why I'm spamming premium shells. If you really want to know, the premium on this is not as expensive as you might think it is. It's actually pretty cheap for premium shells. Yeah. So I want to work the dune to the left, and I remember sitting here thinking I want to get into this good position over here. Working the dune to the left is actually the best way, and I'm up higher, and I should be able to get shots. You guys can see I just keep getting these weird drops. I'm actually looking at how many shells I'm missing. I mean, like, just bounce, and it seems like the game's very jerky. You could tell that, I mean, I'm actually want to get the credit for this, and I finally get a shell in there, which is crazy. So what you guys are seeing is actually why I run a lot of premium shells, especially in a tier 10. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Fire standard? I'm actually stuck firing standard now, and you can see that there's nothing but red over here. So I'm gonna have to get, real risky. So I would go ahead and tell you that, in my opinion, this is a light tank v light tank. Once the light tank got messed up on the other team, it allowed me to actually be a light tanker. And a lot of games I get, there's 3 to even 4 light tanks in it, and it's very difficult to maintain a good game. So with this particular tank, if you can do 1200 damage in it, you got uni stats, which is all I really care about. So it's why I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in here. But if you guys looked at how many shots I actually missed, it's crazy. I missed a lot of shots. I mean, it's insane. So I figured this guy is probably. I actually looked there. I snapped out. I figured he must be loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and use the crazy depression of this the dunes there. There's another Artie, which is probably my prime target. I'm not too worried about the other guy, and of course I hit the dune. Yeah, I was actually thinking that was a really lucky pin. And you guys can see that it's super buggy to me looking. It looks super buggy. This was after like 3 really bad games. And I gotta tell you that this only happens when it's like this. Like when it's a good game, So, I don't know about you, but does this have an autoloader? I don't know if you've seen that, but I just bounced a bunch of shots, which is crazy. Just had the right angle, you know.
Пробитие. Цель понял.
I auto-locked him because of the jitteriness, which I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I actually normally can't see. You see he did like 1,089 to me? Like, he's like, I know he's going to try and ram me, so... so I... yeah. Pretty good game, I thought. Definitely a good game. Alright, let me bring up some stuff here. There you go. So this is the game. Ace Tanker, Spotter, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect, and of course an Orlux medal. Destroy 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a light tank in one game, which is, I guess, pretty cool. It's not my best work, and I definitely am going to go ahead and say this is not going to be the end of you know, of my games for this, because it's not like I've just successfully, you know, did this. I got 1 ace tanker in it, and I need to get more. As you guys can see, that XP wise, I got, you know, everything that I needed, and you guys can see that, as I said before, that, you know, we made 60,000. Vehicle repair is very cheap. And then, of course, the ammunition was 49,000. For me, that's a deal. If you guys looked at how bad I was, you know, lagging and missing shots, absolutely horrible. Okay, so let me just bring up this real quick. And I don't actually know if I have... So I have I have 2 good games here. One is the Progetto. One is the SU-130. I actually think I want to show you guys the Progetto game. Alright, so that'll be the end of the stream after this, but we're going to go ahead and check out the Progetto. I don't know if I showed this already, but I don't think I did. But I thought it was a pretty good game with the tier 10 Progetto. I don't think I showed it, and I definitely want to show it, so alright. No comments yet, which is cool. Okay, so I might have showed it.
Facciamogli vedere chi comanda.
Okay, I have not showed this clip, so I'm glad I remembered to show it to you guys. 2 people watching. I know it says 2, but there are more people. So I actually talked to my buddy here, and when I looked at the statistics of this tank about 3 weeks ago, the AMX-30B, I didn't actually realize when I I didn't actually realize when I said something about it. I didn't realize that this tank, sorry, that the tank he's in is actually so popular. It's become super popular because people can just buy it now. And so it's a really fun tank to play. Whoa, sorry about that. It's a very fun tank to play, but it does have little quirks with it. Alright, well, it looks like I have 0 people watching, it says now. I don't know if that makes me want to keep going or not. Yeah, my YouTube channel has been on the road out for a long time, but I figured I'd save the best for last. I also know that what I just did right there is not going to be happening in the future. That kind of long-range shots aren't going to happen. They're just not going to happen. Now, I don't normally clip out, but when I missed that guy with that round, when I missed him, I was like kind of frustrated, if you really want to know. Okay, so I know how trolly the 46 is, and that I know that even if I fired at him, I probably wouldn't hit him. But I probably would. If he came up and gave me green right here, I would definitely have fired at him. So I think that the nerf to this tank is completely unnecessary because nobody even plays it. Seriously. I mean, I play it here and there, but in a lot of situations, it's not very good once you clipped out. Like, I've clipped out before and then, you know, been just in a really terrible spot, you know, and didn't want to wait for my reticle to get back. So this leopard up here, I was really shocked that Artie did not drop a shell on him. But if you look at where our Artie is, he has perfect shot on nothing. Seriously, the GW, he's not going to be shooting anything. So 1300 is pretty cool. So yeah, trolly as hell, that tank. You guys can see that my connection is a hell of a lot better in this game than it was with the last game we watched. Yeah, hell of a lot better. I'm just refreshing my stream. Alright, so there is the leopard. And you can see that I didn't fire, and I don't know if you noticed that it was really laggy looking. For me, it was really laggy. And of course, when I do shoot the guy, it's a bounce. To me, it looked like it was right into the, you know, right into the breadbasket, but getting hit by Artie there was not happy, seriously. I can see that that front section's just going to get overwhelmed, but I can see that my friend's going to be needing help here. I actually just went crap, you know, honestly. I was sitting there going, I wish I would have stood there because I could have landed shots. My plan was to come over here, you know. I actually only got spotting for that. So when I have an autoloader, there's a couple tricks I do, and it's, if you look at where the Skoda is, you can sit on that corner and fire off pretty much all your ammunition, and then usually you can get away. Usually. So this is a very familiar scenario. Now, if it was a bunch of heavy tanks, including the Super Conqueror, I don't know if I necessarily would come over here, but I'm like, I know if I can get over here fast enough, I could save this guy, which doesn't help. I catch the guy on fire, and I'm going to go ahead and I see some trees getting knocked down. Want to let my shells re-go, and I see that there's the... Don't know how that hit. And I also don't know how I don't have 3 shells now. I was actually kind of upset about that. So I'm really kind of worried here. I'm at 3100 and this game looks like it's just done. It looks like this is it. That leopard's creeping around over here. Him having that 440 alpha, you know. I actually don't understand, you know, if a tank is gonna bounce something, they need to kind of tell you. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like if you're looking at a leopard. So there's a Skoda. This tank is actually super troll against Skodas, and other tanks like that. And I'm just kind of sick of bouncing this guy. If you really want to know, I'm actually willing to die over here because I'm just sick of this guy being up here and nobody being able to do anything to him. You know? And you're going to see here that this guy is actually going to be able to move out of the way after pinning me and escape. Which I think is a complete bullcrap. You know? And he kills himself just so he can't get killed by me. Which is just absolute doo-doo. And of course I come off of here, almost lose all my health. I was really angry that I took 2 shots to that guy. Yeah, 2 shots. I took 2 shots to that dude. And I'm sitting there thinking I'm gonna get RD'd right here. Just boom! I'm like, already even fired there. But I gotta get over here so I can help get rid of this one guy that I could not. He should be dead. If you look at the round in the beginning, that just whiffs off and it hits him, but it goes into a weird track place. So I guess I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, I guess I poked out just enough to get detected, which is awesome. I mean, in my screen, he was dead before I hit the corner. But, but anyway, you know, like I said, it's a good game, but I got to tell you right now, they need to do something with the system here, the repair system. It is so bad. Sorry, the replay system. It's so terrible. So terrible. So I'm actually looking and I'm like, there's a lot of one-shots, so I don't think I want to go YOLOing in there altogether. You know what I mean? Seriously. And I'm seeing all these guys and I'm like, oh man. So yeah, I really enjoy this tank, but I will say that I really haven't gotten a chance to play it, and they're already talking about nerfing it, which has made me just want to sell it. And I'm like, I'm kind of pissed off that I put in a lot of effort. You know, I put in a lot of effort into this. You know what I mean? I put a lot of effort into getting this tank for competition when it's just not the way that they do it anymore. You know what I mean? And so I don't understand the nerf. It doesn't get played in comp anymore. Realistically, it was just put in. You asked me to get rid of the bat chat. Isn't that hilarious? Like how, I mean, literally I was blind from the fireworks display. You know? I was blind from the fireworks display. Okay, so let me just bring up my Ace Tanker screen. So this actually was an Ace Tanker. I just need to find the clip. I actually didn't bother to look. Oh, okay, I do have it. Sorry, I do have it. Alright, so that's not right. There we go. Okay, so this is the gameplay here. So we got 1100 assist, 420 blocked. So one round from the leopard and 1 bounce, which gave me nothing. If you guys tell me how that works out. I mean, I felt the round bounce off me, but apparently it bounced 0 HP. Awesome. So I only got credit for 1 on there because it's so laggy. We got a bunch of crits. So that guy right there, all I did was do critical hits. I mean, I did hit him twice, but look at how low that is. 742. 742. 742 divided by 2 equals, meaning I did basically 731 a shot. I guess considering the alpha of this vehicle, I guess that's okay. But anyway, keep on trucking. XP wise, did good. I did off myself at the end, not purposefully. Dang, I gotta sneeze. Let me mute my microphone. Damn, that was a crazy sneeze. So we didn't fire any prim, and we did make some silver. Some. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this live stream. Not a whole lot of people were watching. Not like I'm super disappointed about it, but yeah. I've known for quite some time my YouTube channel is taking a dive, you know, but it's nice having a couple people watching me. But anyway, it doesn't really, you know, people watch this over the next couple of days anyway. I have been streaming very late, but I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Let me know what you guys think of it. And so I kind of started with a weird RD, and then we went to the Ace Tanker for, which are all of these were very long games, and then of course that game you just watched was, which really I thought was going down the toilet. But if you look at those misses that I got on my screen when I fired, my reticle was completely in, and so it really makes me upset when I bounce shells like that, and it's why I switched to premium, because when they do miss, they will hit anyway, and they will pin most of the time a lot more than if I'm shooting standard. But I had the same problem with Xbox console. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's just maybe I need to just wait a little bit longer. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.